Hey guys, I know it's been a hot minute since I made a video, but I'm back, I'm here, I'm at Surrey prepping. Just want to take a hot minute to give a huge shout out to HARDTUNED for sending me my new Underglow kit, the ELGlow kit. Suki from Fast and Furious, what up? No, so I'm super excited to get this one in. So anytime I've ever put the LEDs in, it's always just been real basic with just like your strip lights. But this one is so exciting. Do you know why? Do you want to know why? Because you can control them from your phone or the little remote that's included. It flashes to your music, which is my favorite. It's a plug and play install. Universal kit for all makes and models of cars. Waterproof and tried and tested drift proof. So guys at HARDTUNED have been so amazing in sending me this since my car caught on fire last night, Surrey, as I'm sure everybody has seen. I'm so grateful for everyone who's helped me get the car back up to scratch. The crash and the fire really took it out of me, financially, emotionally, physically, but come back in, let's go. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick install video. Let's go do it. So grateful to Loz from HARDTUNED for sending me this kit. I'm so excited to get it. Thank you so much, guys. Making a video? No, but if I don't do it now, I'm gonna ruin it. What? Shh. Let's see what it comes with. We've got our front, our rear, and our two sides. I love that everything's labelled. The easier the better, honestly. We've got a little remote, which I've already lost. We've got 4 extension cables, a bunch of mounting screws and zip ties, but I'll need smaller zip ties for my pre-drilled holes. And some 3M zip tie holders, which are really cute. I've never used those before, but comes with a really awesome range anyway. We've got our Bluetooth controller, inline fuse, our in-cab switch, which I really love, and I have mine hidden just under the dash, which all feeds back to our positive and negative. Let's do it. Being that it is a drift car, I'm not going to be running my lights under the kit like I've seen on a lot of other tutorials. I'm going to be zip tying mine along this little rail along the chassis here. I've already got some pre-drilled holes that I've used in my last installs of LEDs, so I'll just reuse those. And I just use a lot of teeny tiny zip ties to secure them. So that's where I'll run both sides. Only a little bit crispy. So I previously had the strip light running through my inner guards on both sides of the front. And as you can see, no matter how hard I tried to hide them or secure them, when drifting and unlock, my front tires would still find a way to rub. So I was always having issues with them, always flogging out. So this side still works up to here. So I'm just going to reroute this one back up into the engine bay. And once I've installed the new strips on the front end, I'm going to hide the wiring up along through the insides of my front guards. So there'll be no wiring inside the front wheel wells at all. Now, I did read the instructions, but it turns out I'm not great at instructions. So I'm just going to wing it as I do everything and work my way from the power source through. So let's wing it. I've run these two, which is your Bluetooth controller and the little switch. I'm going to set them up in the dash somewhere, which I'll work it out once I've tied the slack up. I had a bit of think about it if I wanted to tap into the power for my switch panel when the car is on, and then they'll work, but I've decided I'm going to go straight to the battery, so then I'm not like having to turn the entire car on if I want to turn the LEDs on. I like it'd be good for when I'm not drifting, to be able to just have them on. So I'm just going to go directly to the power source, which is my dual battery. I was definitely the confused math lady while trying to read the instructions, not gonna lie. I've never been great at following instructions, and I just couldn't work out what I was missing, like why I couldn't comprehend what they were telling me to do. because there was only a few steps and I couldn't decide if I wanted to follow installation A or installation B.
I don't know. Let me open up and have a look, and then I'll decide. Okay, so this is why I don't read instructions. It took me a hot minute to work it out, but I was like, well, I'm following it. I'm putting the rear one in, and it's just like, stop. And I plugged it in, I was like, how do they like connect to each other? And then it occurred to me that the instructions follow your battery in your engine bay. But mine being this car, I have the battery relocated to the roof. So I have to do it back to front, from the front one being the rear and the rear one being the front. So I'm going to start from the back, one at the rear, one at the side, and then one at the front. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So rear, side, front, which is back to front. I hope you followed along.
I love how easy it is. Everything's just plug and play. A lot of the LED kits, the cheap ones that I've always used, are really flimsy, but these ones are really good quality, really durable, and so much thicker than any of the others I've ever used. I plugged them all in first to see which layout I wanted to go with.
Okay, that didn't take long at all. So I've got my front, extension, my side, extension, rear, and that goes to the driver, and that is one side done. So I'm going to go through and connect the other one now, so then I can just pop the car up on the hoist and run them, and then I'll fix up the slack after. What I do like about these is they've got little tiny grooves. Not sure if you can see, but they've got little tiny grooves in, so you can actually, you're not sort of just plugging them in blind like I usually would. So pretty user-friendly once you wrap your head around it, which took me a while.
Now it's time to start positioning the LEDs where I wanted them. I did call in some extra help. As much as I'd rather struggle on my own than ask for help, we were really running out of time fast. It was getting late and the car really needed to be out at the track early the next morning. So I got the boys to start positioning the front ones for me while I started doing the sides. As for anyone who's done Matsuri prep or any kind of event prep, knows time's really valuable. Once I'd zip tied the sides up under the rails, I started hiding the excess slack of the extension cable from the front to the side. I needed the car at a more Kate height so I could start running the cable up through the inner guard.
I'm ready.
Go.
I'm ready to go down.
Yeah, let that drill it in.
The drill.
Yeah.
Love it.
I obviously was too excited and couldn't wait, so had to give them a test well before we'd even finished. Okay, back to it. So I ran the first strip under the radiator support and the rails, tucked right up to the chassis. Then I ran the excess above the wheel arches and behind the guard. Ignored the zip ties. Here's where I ran it along the side of the rail. Tried to aim it down so it pointed towards the ground. I then ran it up to the inside of the car into a hole in the back seats, which I'll show you soon. Here's the other side, looking good. Again, back up into a hole into the back seat. Can't even tell that she got rear-ended.
What a day. It is like 8 o'clock. I am filthy. But great success.
So we've got one strip under my radiator support bar and the second under my front bar support. because I wanted it to shine through the gap in my front bar.
I don't want to put any on any of my body kit because being a drift car, always ripping bars off. I'm renowned for losing my rear bar especially, but just you never know. So I did it like front, side, rear on one, and then front, side, rear on the second one. Oh, I got black on my face, sorry. Gross. It's like 9 p.m, day before Matsuri. I have tucked it up above my wheel arch and in behind here, and popped the excess behind here, so behind my skirt, behind my guard. Pointing down, obviously, to get maximum light. And then I ran it up through the body of the car. So it goes into the back seats, and then up above the back seat and into the boot. There's like a little corner section of the boot that I have run it to. And then I've just hidden all the wiring and tied it that way. In the rear, I've run one across the rail, across the subframe and up into the boot. Mind my melted mess from the fire. And then I pop the other one on the back here, which is where I'd usually run my LEDs, up through there. Obviously I didn't want to run them in either of the wheel wells, because drift car, you know, especially in the rear,
because you could have DLAM or popping tyres. And on that note, that is my install on the HARDTUNED ELGlow kit on a drift car. I'm obsessed with it and I know you will be too. The colours are so vibrant and so bright. I've used a lot of LED kits over the years and this one is the best by far. I definitely cannot recommend this kit enough. Everyone needs that Need for Speed Underglow. Head on over and check the kits out now on HARDTUNEDstore.com. As Archie says, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you see this channel, like and subscribe. And 90% of people who have been watching this channel have not subscribed. We want to get back to 80%. So if you haven't liked or subscribed, like and subscribe. It's so much fun. I used it for Halloween. There's a preset on the app that changes the lights to red and green. Of course, I put my Christmas spirit into the car for Christmas Bash. Big thank you again to the guys at HARDTUNED, and thank you all for your love and support this last year. Can't wait to see you all in 2025 for a massive year of drifting.